Hey guys, Triple B here. With rotation coming up, I'm trying to revisit as many of the fun D-block cards before they rotate and just see how they hold up in the current meta. One of my favorites being Falinks V, so it has a very interesting ability in Iron Defense formation. All of your Pokemon that have Falinks in their name are going to take 20 less damage from your opponent's attacks. So it doesn't just mean in the active. If we see guys that are trying to do some cheeky bench damage, they might not be doing anything. So we've got 4 Falinks V in play and maybe a Circhester Bath to give our basic Pokemon another 20 less damage from attacks, essentially taking 100 less. They try and use Greninja to do Moonlight Shuriken, doing 90 to 2 guys, doing 0 to 2 guys, you mean? It's pretty funny. It's also got a very solid attack in Giga Impact. For 2 fighting energy and 1 colorless, you're going to do 210 damage. During your next turn, though, this Pokemon can't attack, so we do need to find ways to pivot it around. We've got Air Balloon. With 2 retreat on this, we can attach it, move it to the bench, attack with another Falinks V, or move it to the bench, use an escape rope or a switch, and go back into this one that has some energy and just swing again. For another attacker, though, we've also got just a little Falinks, a little M&M to go along with the big M&M. It's got a solid attack and call for family as well that can help set up your bench. So you get to search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench. Ideally, we're going to get 2 Falinks V, making this guy even more painful to deal with. We've got 4 Falinks V, 80 less damage on this guy, effectively giving him 170 HP. Can attach a Cape of Toughness, bringing it up to 220 HP. Circhester Bath in play, 240 HP. We've also got Stone Energy for each one of those, another 20 HP. So let's say we've got 2 just to be able to use Team Attack. All of a sudden, this guy has what? I think 280 HP on a single prize Pokemon. And Team Attack is going to do 30 damage for each of your bench Pokemon that has Falinks in its name. So I think you're kind of getting the idea of this. Just fill your entire board with Falinks. This guy can be doing 150, the other one can be doing 210. It's a little bit silly. I also didn't really cover the additional health on the V, so we'll jump back to that real quick. 160 on him, 4 Vs in play. We're bringing that up to 240. Cape of Toughness on there, 290. Circhester Bath, 310. Theoretically, 3 Stone Energy, 370 HP on a 2 prize Pokemon that's swinging for 210. It's kind of nuts. And the fact that it's taking 20 less damage, that amount of HP, it's going to just carry over into the next turn, right? If they're only half hitting you, you're just going to take another chunk of damage less the next turn. So let's say they're doing 100 damage as a base number, they do 0, they're going to keep doing 0. If they're doing 20, they're going to keep doing 20. It's not 2 shots, it's becomes 3 shots, 4 shots, 5 shots. It's pretty nuts. There is some very difficult matchups though, so we do have 1 copy of Yveltal with Cry of Destruction. So if we attach double colorless energy, in this case we're going to be using twin energy to pay the attack, since we can use that on the base Falinks as well. We can discard up to 3 special energy from your opponent's Pokemon. The toughest matchups that we have are Mew Vmax, which is still seeing quite a bit of play, and Lugia Vstar, which is seeing a lot of play. Falinks, he's from D-Block. It's not really going to keep up with the most top-tier decks, but it's still a lot of fun and does give some other decks a run for their money. Regis, for example, they don't have anything that can hit weakness into Falinks, and if we're taking a bunch less damage, right? If we're taking 120 less, their best attacker does 160. It's doing 40. They can play Paths of the Peak to make it a little bit tricky, but we've got counter stadiums for that as well. Up against things like Lost Box as well, Cramorant essentially doing 0 damage. Their only attacker really becomes Sableye that can put out damage counters, and we just put Cape of Toughness on guys and make it difficult for them. It's a bit funny. But Yveltal's here to try and fix up that Mew and Lugia matchup a little bit. It's not going to make it perfect. I'm not saying you're going to beat those decks, but it does give you a way to, make their life a little bit difficult. And if you're playing a best of 3, maybe you take game 1, and if you're playing online, maybe you get a little cheeky victory. To the trainer cards though, since that's going to be the bulk of the deck, we've only got 8 Pokemon, and then for the trainers we've got 4 copies of Battle VIP Pass. We want as many Falinks set up first turn as we can get. 1 copy of Escape Rope for some switch, 2 Air Balloons and 3 basic switch. 1 copy of Heavy Ball, since all of our guys are basics, if any of them are prized, we can get them from the prizes. 2 copies of Ordinary Rod for some energy and Pokemon recovery. If we lose any Falinks, we want to be able to get them back into the deck and then get them out with Quick Balls. 4 copies of Circhester Bath as our counter stadium, and to give a little bit more survivability to the Falinks. For some energy acceleration, we've also got 2 copies of B. So it's one of those cards that doesn't see a lot of play, but in certain situations can be very pivotal. And this deck, it's going to put in some work. So you do discard the top 5 cards of your deck, and then you get to attach any energy you've discarded in this way to your benched fighting Pokemon in any way that you'd like. So it lets you cheat out special energy as well as basic energy. We can be getting a twin energy, attaching it to Falinks, maybe finding some stone energy, attaching it to the Falinks V, and just get things going really quickly. Early game, it can be a little bit risky to use it, but we do have 15 energy in the deck, so about a quarter of it is energy. It's pretty solid, and mid to late game, if we know we haven't played that many, there should be a high count in the deck. Using this is a very safe bet to get attackers set up. The fact that we're discarding 5 cards too means theoretically we're hitting 5 energies. We could be setting 2 attackers up in 1 turn quite easily. For Gust, we do have 2 copies of Boss's Orders, as well as 2 copies of Serena for a Gust and draw support. And then for Straight Draw, we've got 2 Marnies and 4 Professor's Research. Be careful with the research though, since we do run quite a few special energies. If we're discarding them, we're not really getting them back, so it can be helpful to go for Marnies early game. And you may want to switch around these numbers, maybe make it a 4-2, or even just go 4 Marnies, 4 Serena if you think that's more your style. And then for the special energies, we do have 3 Capture Energy to help set up your bench, 4 Stone Energy. For each one of these, your guys are going to be taking 20 less damage as long as it's attached to a fighting Pokemon. So if they're going on your Falinks, don't put it on your Yveltal. Your Yveltal will be using the Twin Energies, as well as your base Falinks is going to be using these. And we're going to be trying to save the Stone Energy and the basic fighting for the Falinks V, since it is required for its attack cost, whereas everything else is colorless. Also got 4 copies of Cape of Toughness. They're going to make your basic Pokemon have 50 more health. All of our guys are basics. All of our guys are eligible for this and can keep your guys outside of some key knockout numbers. That's the deck list though. If you like shenanigans, make sure to subscribe so you know when I have more videos coming out, and give it a like if you're going to try out the deck list. Let's hop on ladder though and see how this holds up in the current meta. We go greedy though, because like we bench this, we VIP pass, we've got 4. Oh, we gotta go greedy. We need to get a Twin Energy. Gotta. Full greed. Or we just top deck a Twin Energy. I'm fine with that too. I like that option. Let's do that. Alright. So they're just going to be fully going for the Paralyzing Bolt. If they're going on Paralyzing Bolt, it's doing what, 50, 60 with the Zapdos. So if we have 3 of these in play, it's doing 0 damage to us. That's kind of hilarious. They have to be using Super Zap Cannon. And like that might not even mean tagging knockouts. Don't like seeing that. Oh, actually our hand's about to be very small, so I don't mind seeing that. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's nice too. Okay, so I'm seeing 3 Vs that we hit weakness into. Like, oh, never mind. I'm doing like no damage. No, you are not. Hey, look, we hit weakness. He also hits very high numbers, though. So, game plan here, heavy bowl, ideally hit the little Falinks, off the prizes, bench it, attach Twin, research, find VIP, pass, switch, and take a knockout first turn. Because we need... I think we still need 4 guys to get the knockout, even hitting weakness, right? Because 4 puts it at 120, double it's 240, yeah. Unless they put some damage counters on it. But 3 would still just be 90, hit 180, they've got 200 remaining. Yeah, it's not enough. Three Vs that we hit weakness into, though. A good start. Very good start. Alright, well. I don't know that we did prize any. Yeah, I think we just ran a 3-4 line. Photon, how's it going? I'm doing well, I'm doing well. Happy Friday. Yeah, we didn't prize any. A little bit unfortunate. Would have liked to hit one off that. We can still get there, though. Marnieing them... Yeah, like, research at this point just feels better. We need to get... We don't need to get knockout. We really want to get knockout. And it looks like we are going to get there, actually. Got the retreat. We've got a way to get the 4th one. Final leaning towards Circhester Bath worth it. Might be. Might not be just yet, though. And I think we just get rid of this. Bit risky, but that we can get back with Ordinary Rod. The rest of it we can't. If we do this, gives it 140, 200, 140, right? Yeah, 60, 200, 220. Okay, actually, yeah, that makes a bit of a tricky number for them to get to. Go for it. We're taking out one of their special energy. Always good. And we're going with a single breather. So we've got a bit of time. Need to get another one set up now, though. But the fact that we're hitting weakness means we can just be attacking with the little guy. We've got 3 more twin energy in the list still. Pokemon is fun. How's it going, bud? How are you? How's your Friday going? I hope everyone's having a great start to the weekend. Or a great start to the last day of the week, if it's the morning for you guys. Okay, and they're Marnieing us? You know what? I'm on board with this. Show us another twin energy. It's going alright? Yeah. You know what? Can't complain. That's pretty good. Alright is better than bad. They just hit us for 0. Nice. That's amazing. Okay, we're doing what? 240. They've got 260 remaining. Do we gust that up for the 2 prizes? Yeah, I think we just go for the guarantee. It's like we could Marnie, but if we miss getting another Falinks, we've wasted time. By hitting 0 into us, it's kind of amazing. Doing math on what sets you could... Doing math on what sets you could or should complete. Apparently I can't read today. And we get the win on Zoroark. Nice. That's awesome. Falinks. Some matchups, pretty good. Other matchups, really, really bad. On Commander, you can play 1 copy of each card, so you're very limited to the number of counter spells you can play. And you've got to play 100 cards, so trying to find that card can be tricky. And that's about the extent of my knowledge on Magic. 99 cards plus your commander. Okay. Alright. We're up against the Burb. The Burb is in fact word. We've also got double VIP pass and they have set up nothing? Okay. I don't know that I want to Marnie them. But like I also do want to Marnie. Keep trying to go and like play that like it's a switch card. Like switch to this one. Oh, the balloon's back. Right, because we're doing what? 100 into him here? If I'm Marnie though, theoretically I get into B. Or I get into more Failings. Oh, I get into more Falinks at least. More Falinks with a twin energy. That seems fine. Holding the capture energy, probably not a bad call, but holding the fighting energy, also a very good call. Uh-oh. We just marnied them into an amazing hand, didn't we? Some concerns are being had. Definitely being had right now. Currently have 4 commander decks that you've made yourself. That's sweet, man. Rat deck, elf token deck, Eldrazi deck, and now an Angels and Demons deck. What's a Eldrazi? They're like aliens? Lizard people? Alien lizard people? I hope it's the last one. Those sound cool. Big creatures. Oh yeah, you have told me about that one. You've told me about that one. Yes. Not just any big creatures. Oh, what kind of big creatures are there in Pokemon's fun? You got some insider information? Okay, so Big Burb's about to go Big Bash. For some reason, they've decided to bench the Pepperoni. And they've gone for the Raikou, so I think they are overlooking the decreased damage. Big creatures, they kill everything. Okay, so I think he can eat a hit, right? And maybe we just start setting up one of these. Alright, because how much did he just do? $140. There's 20 damage shy of knockout on this. Granted, they can just arch out and get another powerful energy out. You Twitch. Oh, you messaged me Eldrazi? Sweet. I'll take a look into it in a bit. Okay, so I'm currently doing what, 120? That'll knock that out. Let's take some prizes. Show me a B. It busted. Okay, what are you showing me? A spaghetti monster? It is a spaghetti monster. It's a Pastafarian. Gotta love the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Okay, so Luminion is doing what, 40 damage to me? 20 damage to me. Oh, because it had DTE on it. Ah, silly. What a goof. Do I quick ball? Like, quick ball could get, what, Yveltal out of the deck? Oh, another Falinks. Getting a Yveltal though, it's like, yeah, we can just ditch all these energy. Getting this though... funny. This just becomes a target for the Raikou is my concern. But we can get it and hold it. Fighting energy, yeah. Only one energy though. Risky. Okay, so they knock that out. We should be in an alright spot to deal with him though. We literally just need an energy for this. Losing the switch though, why do we keep finding the switch? I don't want you. Well, I do, but I don't want you in this moment. Could also just go into the Falinks for the knockout, right? How much is he doing though? It would just be doing... This comes to bench 120. Actually, yeah, it does get a knockout. It's taking 80 less, 100 less, 190. Even with a Cape of Toughness, though, that would still knock it out. Anything here? No. Escape rope and a balloon, though, is helpful. I think we just attach those there. Alright, Lugia. Your move. Raikou is doing, what, 20 damage? That does knock that out. Kind of hilarious that that knocks. And it's also a little bit frustrating that it's like, if I attach this here, it saves it from being hit by the Raikou. Because right now the Raikou, if they bring this in the active or this in the active and just hit those two, that would be game. I think we've kind of just got to fully commit to it though. They haven't been getting the energy to it, so do they not have the Aurora? Hindsight, we could have dug for a twin energy. We didn't get into it anyways. Wish we had a way to get that off of this. Alright. If they have the Aurora, it's Aurora Boss, it's game. Or Aurora Serena, it's game. Oh, they're digging. They should have a Luminion in the deck, though. They hit us, right? Marnie! They don't have the Gust. Like, I guess they could go Escape Rope, but if they go Escape Rope, we have to find a way to get these out of the active. We still have to find a way to get this out of the active, but... How are they looking for energy though? There should theoretically be one more Aurora, or else the play would be we go into this, ditch 2, or ditch 1, ditch these 2. Not boss, but this can't attack right now. We need the switch. Switch balloon. We're down 1 balloon. We know the escape rope has been shuffled in. Or straight up just a Falinks, but yeah, they're in the discard right now. Like, we could also Serena this, draw 3, hope to get into Ordinary Rod? How many Rod do we have left? 0. Okay, well that's not the play. Yeah, we've got to do that. We've got to get into escape rope and then just hard retreat that out. Didn't get there. We did not get there. This should be able to survive a hit though. Just losing these energy is not great. Yeah, I don't think they have the means to get to... Oh, they could have speed energy. But even if they do, this is taking 20 less, 140, 170 essentially. They can get that charged up, so that's game. Yeah, that's game. Grass leaves. Alright, interesting. Trying to think what grass decks are running around. Although we're on PTCGO ladder, it means nothing. I'm running Falinks. Falinks with Blastoise leaves. Nothing makes sense. You play on live and got full alt art Lugia Vs. That's epic, man. That's epic. That's the one with like the fisherman in the background, yeah? We never got an alt art Lugia Vstar though, eh? We got alt arts of like the Sinnoh guys. Up against Regis, this is actually kind of funny. I want a little Falinks though. Where's my little Falinks? Oh, actually, we just B and pray? Do we get a triple B? No, we got a double B. Well, I guess a triple B, that's 2 energy. Not 2 energy on him, but like... There we go, bop. Nice. This would have been nice before I took that. Oh, PTCGO. Just taunts. Just taunts. Oh, also, any of you guys see the new Suicune? Or like Suicune Paradox? What's he called? It throws me off that their names aren't their names. They're just like words. But the new Suicune, a little like T-Rex Suicune, he looks epic. And I can't wait. Like, surely they're gonna make paradoxes of Raikou and Entei, right? Because there's, in the game, there's like a textbook that's got art of them. And the art looks like a fusion of Suicune, Entei, and Raikou. So I feel like we're gonna get Paradox of the 3. And then maybe we get a fusion of the 3? Maybe we go back to like Black and White 2 style? Be pretty cool. But yeah, I saw they put that out, and I still haven't finished Scarlet and Violet, so I think I might do that tomorrow. So I can get him. We just got punched by Regigigas for 0. Thanks, man. I need to retreat, though. We'll give this a cape, too. Make his life difficult. Do I capture energy? Basic energy. Capture energy. Might as well capture energy. Maybe we just capture energy and we just get another one of these. And I kind of want to keep that. Not that I don't want to keep the quick ball, but like... Alright. Guess I should have kept the quick ball. Getting 4 of these to play would have been funny. If I put this down, is he in danger? Not really. But I feel like we still just... Yeah, we just sit and pass. Because currently he's taking, what? 60, 100 less. His biggest attacker into us is this, doing 150. Minus 100. His biggest attack is doing 50 right now. I guess technically that, doing 60. Bring it on, Regigigas. Do you prefer the original Suicune? Yeah, no, I definitely prefer the original. The original Johto beasts are just epic. They're classics at this point. Like, they've been around since I was a kid. The nostalgia is there, and they're just, I don't know. As you can tell, I'm a fan. I think it's pretty cool, though. I like that they're revisiting legendaries. Well, I like that they're revisiting just older Pokemon in general. Hey, you get that out of here. I forgot this runs that. That's a bit concerning. Okay, so he can't attack, right? The defending Pokemon is Pokemon V. It can't attack during your opponent's next turn. Okay. So he would just have to hard retreat. He's sitting on literally nothing of a hand. I just gust this up. And say do it again. Yeah. It's definitely cool to see them do it. Cause like what was it? Sword and Shield, we got the Kanto birds came back and they were really cool. And then this time around they're like, yeah, here's Suicune. He'd be an epic. Also, that's a fun number. I'm very excited. Well, I guess we don't know for sure they're gonna do Entei and Raikou, but I feel like it's pretty much locked in. And I hope for Raikou they go for a future one. Like, I'm hoping they like bounce back and forth. Because having all 3 of the Swords of Justice being future guys, it's like, oh, they're all just gonna be robots, and like all of these guys being prehistoric. Like, I guess Raikou would just be like, hey, the saber-tooth tiger, which he basically already is. Switch around it. Do we do that? I think we give him a cape. Although countering that would be... Nah, it should be fine. We've taken 3 prizes, he's taken none. We have 3 attackers set up. Scarlet Violet lasts for as long as Sword and Shield. You can see them doing it for most of the legendaries. Yeah. 100%. 100%. Like, I feel like definitely the Johto Beasts and the Swords are, like, they've got it. They got it. It would just feel weird if it was like, oh yeah, we did them, but just Suicune and, like, Virizion? Virizion feels like a weird one to go for. I'm surprised they didn't start with Cobalion. It would be interesting to see the birds in a prehistoric version. That'd be cool. Pokemon is fun. You redid your math and it's not looking good for trying to like complete all the sets. It's a pretty ambitious goal you're going for. Pretty ambitious. Hang on. That's the number. That's concerning. Okay. Alright, we got a fight here. We got a bit of a tussle. Let's throw down. Yeah, so these are currently doing, I can math, right? 120. 10 off from getting a knockout. We need to boss kill that up. Path to the Peak being in play complicates things. How have we not found a counter stadium? How much does it look like you're gonna have to go in on Pokemon is Fun? Like, have you done it to, like, how many packs you would need, or how are you viewing it? Because for getting a lot of the cards too, like if you've got surplus of them, you could just be posting bulk trades yourself, right? Like if you posted a bulk trade of just like 4 of each common, uncommon, rare, like if you had that many spare, you can at least recoup some stuff that way. I remember when the Pokemon is Live transferring stuff first got announced, I didn't really understand it. And I went out and traded for a bunch of Granbull V, just thinking that when you transferred, they would turn all the excess cards into dust. It's not how it works. Is he leaving that in the active? Oh, you goofy Goomba. Okay, well, I'm gonna attach that there, I guess. Like, I could also just retreat this out, hit him with this. Granted, that means that just comes up and knocks one of these out. He takes 3 prizes. Whereas if this stays in the active, he's just hitting these for 40 on the bench. Just being mindful that if he can't get into the Lucky again, then this is at least alive to swing. This might be the only time we get the weakness. Ah, not worth the risk. Oh, I can't attack right now anyways. Nice. Oh, we've got the B too. Okay, so this goes active. We likely just have to hit 2 fighting energy. Like, that's to guarantee it. Probably won't hit 2 fighting energy, but there's a hope. And if he tries to go for the Regigigas again, yeah, it's just a free win. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Gonna make your life difficult. Gonna make my life difficult too. I just saw some switch cards go in the bin. Would've liked those in my hand. Sombra. Somsa, yeah. You saw the switch cards go in the bin too? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Oh, no. Okay, I think that's game. Is that game? That's game? The damage is decreased because of the stone energy. It's not game. That's hilarious. Oh, okay. That was epic. We beat the Regis. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you do, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe so you know when I have more videos coming out. If you're after a couple more deck lists though, some more videos should be popping up on the screen right now. Till next time though, take care of yourself.